And if you look closely, you might catch a glimpse of two glowing tails peeking around the moon's edge, making it blush a warm pink against the dark sky. The end.
I'll be able to do magic like you soon, right?
I'm not sure, sweetheart, but your papa learned when he was just a little bit older than you are now. So, not too much longer, I'd imagine. For now, though, bedtime.
Can you read it again tomorrow, Gigi?
Tomorrow's a pretty full day, kiddo, so there may not be time. But we'll see. Sleep tight, Mayu.
Aw, okay. Night-night.
Thanks for staying. She's asked if you could read to her every night since you arrived, you know.
It would seem the streak is still alive. She asked me to read it again tomorrow, too.
She's forgotten we won't be home, despite being endlessly excited about that fact this entire week. You must be quite the talented storyteller indeed to have taken her mind off it. You sure you're okay getting back to the Ryokan?
Mm-hmm. Good night, Masuko. See you tomorrow.
Good night, Coulson. Sleep well.
Saw that big, sopping wet tail through the window. Thought you could use a kiss. Maybe a towel, too.
Thanks, hon. Everyone still up?
Yes, but Nico and Joe are about to go to their room. Come say goodnight.
Yo!
Hey, look. It's the guy doing all your parenting for you.
Yeah, well, who can compete with my dad when it comes to bedtime stories? I'd ask for him too if I were Mayu. I would have stayed until you were done, Dad. You didn't have to come back alone.
I know. I just wanted you to have more time with everyone here. They won't be right down the road anymore.
Nah, it's cool. We'll come visit all the time. All the time. We will be there. We're gonna be there for you.
Whoa. Don't start drunk preening me like you did at my graduation party, Joe. You nearly chewed a hole in my ear.
I'll save you a piercing by putting the dinosaur to bed. She's got a lot of sake to sleep off. I do too, actually. Night, guys. See you tomorrow at breakfast. Congrats again, Toby.
Hey, look at the floor. It's all stony.
Uh-huh. Neat, Joe.
I'm gotta go to bed myself. Love you guys.
Everything okay, Dad?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Spent a lot of time on my feet today, and I want to be rested for the big day tomorrow. Good night.
He'll be fine. I'll talk with him in the morning. Go wash up before bed.
Dad, I'm not 6 anymore. I don't need a bath before bedtime.
It's a fancy bath, and old habits die hard. Now shoo. Excuse me. You didn't happen to see an older Tanuki with white hair earlier this morning, did you?
Sorry, no. Have you checked the bath?
You, forgot your phone. I'm lucky I guessed you'd be here.
Sorry. I was thinking about Toby's first birthday. Hannah had already died, so it was just the two of us. I got him a little cake and one of those big novelty one candles, you know? But when I tried to blow it out for him, no air came out. I just lost it. But Toby stared up into my eyes and played with my beard until I stopped crying. And the way he looked up at me, it was like he completely understood. And he was only one. Oh, his next few birthdays were the same. I'd automatically picture his mom standing next to him while he blew out the candles. It was like I was being punished for having been more enamored with my beautiful new son instead of helping Hannah with her depression. I'd be a wreck for hours afterwards. I ruined those days for him. On his 4th birthday, I almost dropped the cake because my hands were shaking so much. Toby took it from me, calmly set it on the table, and then pulled me into the tightest hug he's ever given me and said, "It's okay, Dad. Mom forgives you." He was only 4. Now he's moving to a different country and has his own 4-year-old. He's not coming home. I'm losing my boy.
Hon, he may be moving away and starting his own family, but you haven't lost him. I don't think it's even possible for the two of you to truly grow apart.
Why do you say that?
You share a very unique connection. I used to be rather jealous of the way you'd smile and laugh with one another when you'd play one of your imagination games, like you were in some second reality only you two could see. Most fathers could only hope to form a bond that's half as strong with their children, myself included. I believe yours is unbreakable, no matter the distance between you. The relationship with Toby is changing, yes, but it's also growing. You're gaining a granddaughter who already adores you, and a daughter-in-law who loves how gentle and warm you are, and how you've instilled that in your son. Masako and Mayu look at you the same way Toby looks at you, and they listen to you like you're their wise patriarch. They all want you in their lives as much as you want to be in theirs, I promise. And you know, I'm not allowed to promise.
Unless it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys. Forget something?
Nico?
Having one of your patented tender talks, huh?
What?
You can always tell when you're having them. One of you puts your head on the other's shoulder for half the conversation, then it ends with a forehead kiss. It's pretty cute. Solid form on that one just now, by the way. Were you talking about Toby being all officially grown up and leaving home?
I'm seriously beginning to question whether we're being spied on or not.
Remember grabbing late-night Mexican about a week ago?
My stomach does. I've never been so accidentally drunk.
Yeah, we should have known they'd overpour. Pro tip, don't order margaritas from a Japanese restaurant that spells Mexican with a G. After you got drunk, you spend the next couple hours doing the dad thing, showing me photos of Toby when he was little, tears in your eyes. Then you went on about how you've come here a bunch of times trying to practice letting him go at the wedding. When you guys didn't show for breakfast, I figured you might be here. I'm a regular Sherlock Holmes, eh? Anyway, Toby and I went on our guy date to a sushi joint right next door to Mexican. And he did the same thing as you. Showed me pictures of you guys saying things like, "I can't wait to do this with Mayu, just like my dad did with me." He'd get a big grin on his face with every photo. But then it'd fade just a little. Wasn't an easy choice for him, you know. He's gonna miss you like crazy, too. Beg you to visit. Lean on you for fatherly advice. Blow up your phone with pictures. And so long as you remember where you left it, old man, hell, you might even see him. When you miss Toby, Let that be a reminder to reach out to him. He'll always have time for you. Come on, dads. I need a second breakfast, because these Japanese portions ain't exactly bear-sized. You can both show me pictures of Toby while reading. Tequila not required.
Good idea. We wouldn't want to get accidentally drunk before the wedding, would we?
Hey, look, I swear it was an accident. There was so much lime juice, it was all you could taste.
You taught Papa how to talk in Japanese?
I did. Is he any good at it?
Uh-huh. Sometimes he says words funny, though.
Oh, yeah, that's on me. He sounded so cute learning Japanese when he was little that I didn't always correct him.
So that's why he mentions Hawaii every time he tells me I'm cute.
I admit it. You're enjoying the benefits of my subpar teaching.
It is pretty Hawaii, but I admit nothing. Gently, Mayu. Don't tackle her like you do Papa.
Papa!
Well, hello to you, too. You look lovely, Masako. As do you, Josephine. Purple complements your plumage nicely.
Aw, thanks, Yuki. It's good to see you again. You're looking beautiful in blue.
Come on, Baba. Let's go talk to the kami.
All right. We have much to pray for today, don't we?
You know, I grew up going to a megachurch. You didn't really worship, you were just lectured at. Shinto is like the exact opposite. It actually makes praying look and feel spiritual, and the temples are crazy beautiful.
Shinto certainly does have an appreciation for aesthetics. I could see you being drawn to it for that reason alone, given how stylish you are.
Hey, do you want to go join them? I'm cool. You don't have to stay back here with me.
I'm still working up the courage to pray again. The last time I did, I pulled the rope so hard I tore the bell right off.
Like, on purpose?
Yes. I did it out of anger after most of my family died in the Shizuoka quake. I just wanted to destroy something. Anything. I was different after their deaths. Angry all the time, pushing everyone away who tried to help me because I didn't want to heal. I was just so empty. It felt like nothing mattered. Eventually, my ex-husband couldn't stand me sabotaging his attempts to help anymore. I was 7 months pregnant when he left. He's never even met his second daughter. If it wasn't for my grandmother, I don't think I would have made it through those first couple years with Mayu. It's much better than it used to be. But the guilt and shame over having driven her father away still hangs over me whenever I take Mayu to a shrine.
A couple of days before my mom died, I said something really awful to her, and I never apologized. When we got back from her funeral, I smashed my mirror so I wouldn't have to look at myself. I still think of what I did when I look at photos of her, so I know what it's like to have reminders of your past mistakes be a fixture in your life. It sucks. All you can do is look forward, even if there's a lot in the rearview mirror trying to get you to glance back at it. You've landed quite the catch in Toby, which means you must be quite the catch yourself. Maybe your mistakes are what led you here. And here's not so bad, is it?
No, it certainly isn't. Will you pray with us, Joe?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god, Pop, stop futzing with it.
It was crooked.
Yeah, 'cause you won't stop futzing with it.
You doing alright, Dad?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I talked with Sebastian and Nico earlier this morning, and I feel a little better. I will miss you terribly, son. But I'm glad you get to be husband and father to such a wonderful family. I just hope you can still find time to talk to your dad, even if it's only over Hollow.
I'll miss you too, Dad, but I can't imagine not finding time for you. You will always be important to me, and I still want and need you in my life. I promise I'll try and call home every day. And you know, I'm not allowed to promise.
Unless it's true. I know. First Sebastian, and now you with that. You really are his son as much as mine. That makes me very happy.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, kiddo.
Hey, knock it off, Dadger. You used up all your teddy bear credits for the month already.
Whoa.
Masako, you look... Wow.
You look pretty wow yourself, Toby.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for traveling near and far to witness the joining of two souls and families into one. Today, Toby Granger and Masako Kimura affirm their commitment to one another in the presence of those that love them. Let us begin with the Sanzanku.
Wait! I want to give Mama the flower for her hair. I practiced all night, and now I can do magic too.
Whoa.
Oh, neat trick, kid. Where are you hiding the hollow projector?
Oh, your very first Otoori. How wonderful. What a beautiful-looking orchid, Mayu. Would you like a lily for your hair to match?
Yes, please.
Odo, what? The hell's going on here?
I second the question. What is going on?
All right, seriously, how are you doing that?
Did you see, Papa? I did it just like you showed me.
Yeah, I did.
Wait. Like you showed her? You can do this too, Toby?
Well, yeah. I learned right after you married Dad and moved in with us. It just sort of came out of nowhere.
I can too.
I don't understand. You're both, what? Magical? Were either of you ever going to tell me? Or Nico? Or Joe?
Would you have believed us if we said we could conjure things out of thin air only we could see?
I don't know. Maybe not. I probably would have thought you were just playing another one of your imagination games. I guess I understand why I could never be included in those now.
Pop.
Sorry I ruined your wedding, Mama. I just wanted to give you something pretty.
No, it's okay, Mayu. You haven't ruined anything.
Everyone, please, calm down. This is actually a cause for celebration. It is not every day the Kami get to welcome new family into their world. They've given us a most precious gift. Lend me your eyes and your ears, and you will understand why. When our world was young, it was a barren and empty place, save for the Kami who spread far and wide to sculpt and breathe life into it. They sought to remain connected despite the distance between them, so they sang to the heavens as they worked, such that they would be comforted when they heard each other's voices in the wind, sunshine, and rain. We call this the hymn of creation. Their works, the mountains and the waves, a quiet snowfall, a child's laughter. Everything and everyone on Earth is connected by intertwining threads that echo the hymn of creation. We yokai are a small collective of animals that can hear this song and sense these threads, whereas others cannot. We do not fully understand how or why this is, but maybe we were random passers-by, or perhaps simply the first to stop and truly listen to the Kami sing. We join their song by weaving threads to make new melodies and harmonies, which causes them to emit light in colors, unique to every yokai. We shape that light to express our gratitude, share in our grief and our sorrow, and yes, to play. But weaving is so much more than that. It is a deep expression of one's soul. It keeps us bound to each other and to the kami who composed the music. I have read that yokai amplify one another, but not that a large enough collective would allow for those who are not yokai to see otoori as well. This is either very rare, or our families are blessed to be the first. I hope you can forgive Coulson and Toby for their secrecy as such. To feel confused, hurt, and excluded is understandable, but that is why the kami lend us their threads. To mend hearts and hurts, as if sewing closed a tear in a kimono. They are what bring us together now, and what will keep us together until we slumber in the kami's embrace. Cherish this gift, Sebastian, for you may indeed be the first to have received it. I have one more thing to tell the Grangers before we start the ceremony again. Masako, would you help Mayu make flowers for Josephine and Nico as well? I believe it is no coincidence you found one another. The three of you share a far deeper connection than you realize. You see, the kami breathed life into badgers and tanukis in the same verse of their song. They were inseparable companions as such, and listened to the hymn of creation together for many years. While tanukis grew more content with the passage of time, badgers became more independent and headstrong, and chose different, solitary paths for themselves. They scattered across the world, straying further from their tanuki brethren and each other, until they could no longer hear the kami's music. But though your ancestors stopped listening long ago, every note still echoes in the hearts of yokai descendants. You've simply forgotten how to hear them. But perhaps the ancient ties that still bind you together can help you remember how you once listened side by side long ago and joined together in song.
I don't need to live in your world to still be a part of it. You have been through so much together and have been by each other's side since the moment Toby was born. It's okay that this was something just for the two of you, father and son. I have a new appreciation for how special those moments were between you now. I was wrong to be envious of them. Listen, the way you love one another is beautiful, and it's touching, and it's sweet, and now that I know it goes much deeper than I could have ever imagined, I think it's even more remarkable. Everything is better when it's made with love, and what you've made is a family that needs no ancient connections or magic to keep it together. From the moment I smushed a cupcake into your nose that led to our first kiss, I knew I wanted to grow old with you. And when you scarfed down your very first triple chocolate in 5 seconds and then very politely asked for a second one with crumbs all over your face and down your shirt, I knew I wanted to grow up alongside you. Maybe it's not the kami who have made us great fits for each other, but rather a shared love of frosting. I think you should go get married now before I ugly cry. No promises I won't when you say your vows, though.
Okay, Pop. We'll try and take it easy on you.
Mwah.
I see Mayu sleeps as soundly as your father does.
Yeah. Until 5 a.m. rolls around, at least. Then it's time to wake Mom and Dad with as much noise as possible.
Oh, she takes after you, I see.
Hey, Pop? I know you said weaving could be just for Dad and me, but I'd really like to share with you how I learned to do it. Please?
Oh, all right. You know it's impossible to say no to that face.
Okay. So, Dad told me to put my hands out like this and picture what I wanted to make in my mind.
Oh, wow. Feels warm.
Yeah, it kinda does, doesn't it? I thought I was thinking about elephants because they made me spill my milk at school, but I was actually remembering how Mom used to make them for me when I was a cub. A ringmaster. It was a pretty emotional moment for Dad.
I hear it.
You can? Ooh, are you okay, Dad?
I'm fine. Just, a little overwhelmed. Is it always like that?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone have that strong of a reaction to it. How did it feel?
It felt like when my grandmother tied an apron around me for the first time, and when you gave me the new pan, and when your father proposed to me all at once. Like you bundled up all the people I love and wrapped them around my shoulders like a fuzzy blanket. It was so peaceful.
Man, that's a beautiful way to put it, Dad. I'm really happy you got to experience that. I only wish I could weave solid objects so I could make you some tomato soup and grilled cheese to go with that blanket.
Oh, my heart. It can only take so much coziness.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, I really hope you never grow out of that giggle.
Mayu's waiting in the wings if I do.
Toby, I've not spoken to your father about it yet, but would you and Moscow be opposed to us moving here to be close to you?
Wow, Dad,
Son, I'm getting old. I'm starting to squeak worse than our back porch door. I was already thinking of closing up shop, but now I think I have a much better reason to. I can't picture a world where you and your father aren't by each other's sides. You're best friends, and being around that brings me a lot of joy, too. The moment you told us you were staying here, I thought, why don't we just follow him? And after that experience just now, I feel like maybe this is where we belong.
Dad, this is about as far away and as different from home as you can get. Are you sure?
If there's anything I've learned today, it's that wherever you are is home, little leaf.
Oh, now my heart. You're gonna make me cry, Dad.
A taste of your own medicine. Your father and I are so dehydrated because of you.
I have a feeling Moscow will be thrilled.
I have a feeling Papa Leaf will be too. After 33 wonderful years, Badger Cakes is closing so that my husband and I can start the next chapter of our lives by moving to join our son and his family in Japan. My grandmother taught me that everything's better when it's made with love, and the support you've shown from my bakery throughout those 33 years is nothing short of what I would call love. Thanks, and stay sweet to each other. Sebastian Granger. Some part of me thought I'd only close up shop and retire when I died. Despite the hard work, I'm really gonna miss it.
Well, maybe you can start up a new bakery over there. Oh, call it yokai cakes and have Toby, weave fake cupcakes or something. They'll look delicious and have 0 calories, so they're guilt-free. They'll sell themselves.
Solid business plan. Give me 20% and I'll be your mascot. They love bears in Japan. My face would make a great logo. I got iconic spots and everything.
You know, you two make a pretty good pair when you're not bitching at one another.
Whoa! Did you just use borderline crass language?
Yeah. He said we made a good pair. Gross. About as crass as you can get.
Speaking of, we have a gift for the two of you, who, by the way, make an excellent pairing when you're not bitching at one another. I snuck it into the trunk when you weren't looking. We never had to dip into this because of Toby's many scholarships, so we thought we might return it to you. We really have no fucking use for it anymore. There should be enough for 2 tickets to visit now.
Oh, this is so fucking nice.
Pretty smooth, old man.
We'll let that slide just this once, young lady.
But we expect you not to become a potty mouth in our absence.
Call us when you land, okay?
Hey, Joe, Nico, I wanted to say something before we go, and something I should have said a long time ago. The two of you aren't just found family. You're just family. You really are my brother and sister, and how lucky I am to have siblings that make saying goodbye so hard.
I desperately want to see something inappropriate to stop me from bawling. God, why do you have to be so good at this stuff?
Nico won't let me do this with him, so you'll just have to take his dose of forehead touchies for him.
Ah, damn it, not this again.
Love you. Best of luck.
Be good, dads. We'll see you soon. Always love you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. Please remember to have your boarding pass.
Hi, it's me again. This time for the last time. I started this journal after Hannah died around 20 years ago as personal therapy. Filled it with just about every emotion you can experience. Grief, emptiness, guilt, hope, comfort, joy. It seems fitting that I'm writing this on the final page on the plane ride over to what feels like a brand new life. Joe's been attempting to teach me Japanese. I say attempt because I am truly awful at it, and it rarely makes sense to me. Seriously, what is the deal with honorifics? There's so many of them, and they're so similar. Joe's not a very patient person by nature, but she has been with me. I'm humbled by it. I hope you find the nestmate you've been looking for and wholly deserve. I love you, pretty bird. I'm so glad that Nico became the head baseball coach at school. He was pretty devastated when he had to stop playing because of his injury, but now he can participate in the game again. He's fair and direct with the high school kids, but with the little leaguers, he's just so warm and tender. He doesn't want any of them to feel like they're not good enough, like his dad made him feel. He's one of the good ones, the best ones. Love you, big guy. My relationship with Sebastian has never been stronger. While he can't see me weave until we're around Toby's family again, he can still clearly feel it. This new way of connecting with him on a spiritual level has me feeling like I'm back in puppy love. I think Sebastian feels the same way. He's as frisky and playful as he was when we first met. We nuzzle so much that we're getting chapped noses. Please send moisturizer. There's a lot that changes throughout these pages, but there's always one constant. Toby. Everyone in our family has had their heart terribly broken at one point in time. And when those traumas resurfaced, he was right there with his uncanny ability to do or say just the thing we needed to heal. He's the most emotionally intelligent person I've ever known. I can't put into words just how proud I am of him. Last few lines now. 4 hours until arrival in Japan. I'm not sure how Sebastian can sleep when I'm vibrating with excitement. I can't wait to hug Toby, read stories to Mayu, learn more from Yuki, have some of that incredible matcha that Masako makes. Yum. I've a strong feeling that this next chapter of our lives is gonna be the best one yet. I'm so sure of it, I'll promise. And you know, I'm not allowed to promise.
Welcome home.